45 to win the game. He's got it. The Tigers have won by a point. A kick after the siren. They've gone for...
Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel, and thank you for joining. Now, we've been going through a couple of these players. We've had Callum Mills, we've had Liam Baker, we've had James Peatling, and today we've had a request. So if I go into the Liam Baker video, let's go into the video now. We'll skip the commercials, okay? But that makes some cash for me. Just come down, okay? And now let's go down, and we get a request from a young man here, Mike Gibbo, and he says here, would love to hear your thoughts on Darcy Parish or Jai Newcomb in the upcoming video. And he says, thank you. Well, we're going to do Darcy Parish for this young man. Okay, so Darcy Parish it is. Now, we go to the stats of Darcy Parish. Now, if you can recall, I showed you a few stats of some players that break out after 5 years. And as you can see here, Darcy Parish, after his 5th year, broke out. We were talking about Zach Merritt at the time, and Zach Merritt broke out same time as Parish after 5 years. Well, Parish broke out and then went backwards. Okay, now what happened to Parish? Just come down. We're going to find out. Okay, because Parish in 2021, he went nuts. This is 2021 here. Look at these scores. All right, slow starts. 162, 107, 115, massive stretch of points here. They were even up to 190. Okay, the kid is a scoring machine. Okay, now, and then he went backwards. Well, probably got tagged in this game, and then we went to 2022, and he's still okay in 2022. I mean, in 2022, he still did well. I mean, continued his good form. I mean, 97 being his lowest score. It's not too bad, but then trouble struck, injuries. Okay, copped an injury, came back, got injured again, came back, got injured again, and came back. That was in 2022. In 2023, his average dropped. Okay, and mind you, it's still 108. Okay, now, keep in mind, a 110 is a keeper. So he's going at 108. So that's close to keeper material. Now, he's gone at 109, 124. Good starts, then injured again. Okay, comes back, plays well again. Okay, now this is in 2023. Okay, these are good stats. Okay, now keep in mind. Let's go back to 2022. In 2022, he was priced. Starting price at 621k. He held that price even with the magic number dropping right down. He held that price all the way through until it dropped. We're getting him at 450k. Exactly how much are we paying for him? Let's have a look. What's his price? Well, his price at an average of 89. All right, we know that for a fact. And we're getting him at 481k. That's a player that's usually priced at around about 620k. So we're getting him 140k cheaper than usual. That's a good start. Let's go to his full-on stats from last year now and see what happened to Darcy Parish, because we know the two previous years he was smoking. Now we go to DFS Australia and we go to CBAs. Okay, now we go to CBAs. We go to Essendon. All right, and we check out. We're gonna check out his prime years. All right, the years that he went nuts. Now, and they were, his best year was 2022, or 2021 and 2022. Have a look at his CBAs in 21 and 22 compared to last year, okay, and see is there a drop off? Okay, let's have a look now. In actually, where is it? There's a new feature. Actually, I'm cutting corners here, but there's a new feature here, and it's called Taggers. Now I don't know where the actual link is, but I saw it on Twitter, so you can actually find taggers and see who these teams have tagged. Okay, so if you're interested in taggers, there's a little feature here on DFS. But I couldn't find the actual link to it unless it was on Twitter. But anyway, let's go back. And actually, there's news also that Bolter has been suspended for 4 weeks. I don't believe this, okay? Now, anyway, back to Essendon. Okay, now, CBAs, 2021. Okay, this is the important one now. Zach Merritt is the high CBA man. Okay, you can see here 89s. They're very high yellow. Everything's in yellow here, and so is Darcy Parish. All the yellows. Okay, so in 2021, that's why Darcy Parish's scores are so good. You can see his first two 37, 48%, and then if you go to 2021, okay, 2021, his first two games, he didn't score that much. Okay, it's because he didn't have much CBAs, and then he went nuts because of the CBA count. So Darcy Parish needs CBAs. Okay, so let's go back over here. Okay, turn this off. I'm getting all these ads. Okay, so that's 2021. It's all yellow. Yellow is a good color. Okay, now 20, especially when you mix it with black, and it comes yellow and black, just coming down. Anyway, 2022. Darcy Parish. Let's have a look now. Zach Merritt is green. Looks like Zach Merritt got injured there. Is green, a bit missing here. Green. Zach Merritt's missing. Whereas Parish is still yellow, okay? A lot of yellows there, 90% against Hawthorn. Missed a few games, back up high, then low again. So the yellows, I'm assuming, are the high scores. We're going to have a look at those in a minute. Now, 2023 CBAs, okay? Again, it's Darcy Parish at the top. He's the number one man. Okay, he's above Merritt when it comes to CBAs. This is in 2023, okay? And in 2023, what did he average? Okay, over here, I've got too many pop-ups here. I don't know which one's which, and where is it? Here, this one, 2023. Still averaged 108, okay? And that was a bad year, and it's still okay. But in 2024, what happened? Let's have a look. 2024. Okay. Now, Zach Merritt had all the yellows, as you can see. Who's next? Well, Darcy Parish is still next, okay? But he's just injured. Even when he came back, he didn't spend as much time in the CBAs. You can see there, 45, 77, 60. There's not much time there, okay? He started the CBAs well, and then it stopped. And then it came back again, and then it got injured. So, Merritt is now the main man, but Darcy Parish still could be the main man if he doesn't get injured. Okay, so let's go into where he played last year. Now, in 2024, last year, first game, he had 87% CBAs. That's high, and only scored an 80. That's not good. Okay, now, time on ground was high as well, 85%. But points per minute, very low. And even though he had CBAs, he spent a lot of his time here on the wings. But then again, that's probably where the ball was, because it looks like he's following the ball. But didn't get many touches. Okay, so maybe he wasn't 100% fit. I'm not sure. Okay, now I can't remember. I have to go back to the memory bank, and I think he had an injury. I can't remember exactly. Now let's get back over here. The next game, he had 54% CBAs. So didn't do much. 54%, it's not enough, okay? And then, again, it's in the midfield. He just didn't score. Now, the following year, he had 71% CBAs, 61 Supercoach points, okay? This is shocking, okay? But he's coming back from injury. Actually, I do remember now, because I had him as the weapon, and he got injured, so I didn't pick him. So, yes, the memory's coming back, just coming down. Now, back over here, against Adelaide the following week, 72% CBAs and scored an 84. All right. Again, around the middle. He's spending a lot of time on ground. It's not like he's not spending much. 80% time on ground. Actually, this one's 74%. The following week, only 68% time on ground. 68% time on ground. Actually, is that right? My eyesight's not must be wrong. Surely can't be right. Where is it? I lost it now. It is 68% time on ground. He's got a 125. Okay, a lot of time again. A lot of his ball is on this wing here. Okay, because I know for Essendon, they switch play a lot. And they have a lot of their plays through the wings. They very rarely go straight down the guts. It's always around the wings. And I know for a fact, because I know when I have Merritt, and I'm waiting for Merritt to get the ball, they always, if someone's on Merritt, they always go down in the wings. So, let's get back over here. The following week, he scored a 148. Again, the boy was on fire. Okay, now he's in the guts. He's everywhere. So, he's in peak form now. So, once he's in peak form, he can go nuts. But then, disaster struck. 48% CBAs, 76% time on ground, only score of 63. He's up and down now. It's not the same consistency. So it's high risk. 45% CBAs now. It's all dropped. 59 Supercoach points, 77% CBAs, 106 Supercoach points. He's not the same consistent Parish that we used to know from 2 years back. But it's not like he's a grandpa, he's still a young man, okay? So there's room for improvement, a lot of improvements. Anyway, let's go to the final verdict. Now, before I go to my final verdict, I want to share something with you. Now, Darcy Parish is 481k, all right? I'm just going to take a bond out of here for a second. Now, at 481k, or let's just say 500k mark, who can you get? Who is there? Who is he competing against at around about 500k, all right? Now, well, even the horny man, okay, where's the horny man? He's at 537k. There's 50k difference there, all right? Now, let's have a look at the 500. You got Max Holmes, who you can get, okay? Who we know is probably more reliable. You got John Newcomb, has a lot of upside lately. Okay, we're going to do his review as well. Okay, now he's looking good. You got Connor Rosie. Now, Connor Rosie last year started at 600k. Now he's 520. Okay, now, who else we got here? We got Will Day, which we have already spoken about. All right, we got Will Day in that spot. Who else do we have? We've got the Parish. We got the setter Spud, which we're not going to talk about. Okay, now continue going down. We got Clayton Oliver at that price. All right, we have who else do we have? And it's sort of, and we got Will Ashcroft probably at that price. Okay, and then you don't have to have. You can change your structure, right? And you can put someone instead of over here. You can use someone in defense, for example. Okay, so let's go to defense. All right, now who do we have? We have Holmes, Sicily, Dale, Stewart. Who else do we have? We have McKercher. We'll have to do his review soon. We don't know about the fish this year. Okay, now we got Kane Farrell, who seems to be a talking point at the moment, which we'll do his review as well soon. We've got Matt Roberts, we'll do his review. So you got a few players there fighting for that same 400k spot if you needed someone around about that price. So let's go to the final verdicts. Now I've got a notepad out here. I'm also going to bring out here something important here, which is his buy structure. Okay. Now, same as we spoke about with our boy, which was Will Day. Okay, which we spoke about on the previous video, or a recent video. He shares the same. Parish shares the same buy round as Will Day, which is round 4. Okay, so what that means is, if for some reason, all right, you don't like Parish after he watched him for 3 games, and it's the it's last year's version of Parish instead of 2021 version of Parish, you trade him out, okay, and you can bring in anybody else. Okay, you can bring in a John Newcomb. Or you can bring in the Brisbane Lion boy, okay, the young man, or where is he? The Ashcroft, you can bring him in. So you can swap them around, okay, because keep in mind, all right, back over here, Ashcroft has that round 3 buy, okay. If you don't like, if you can watch Ashcroft for 2 rounds, has his buy, you can also, in the meantime, watch, the Will Days and also, Parish. You can watch him as well and see which one is the better one. Because, to be honest, it's very hard to work out which version of Parish we're going to get. Okay, are we going to get? Let's get back over here. Are we going to get the 2021 version of Parish, the 2022, the 110 Parish, or we can get the 2024 version of Parish. Now, the odds say that the rewards are very high because he's done it before. He's gone 114, 110. He can do this on a consistent base over 22 rounds, average 114. That's huge, okay? So he's got, so back over here, okay? So the value is definitely there, all right? Is he going to make cash? Well, you're not getting him to make cash, but how much value are you going to make out of him? And I'd say about well, if he goes at 110, okay, you're making it's 140k worth of value there, because he's valued at 620k if he goes at 110. So there's 140k worth of value there. Now, what kind of points are we expecting? Well, it's going to range. I'm expecting between, say, a 90 and a 110. Now, at 90, we don't want him. At 110, we do. Okay, so which version of him I'm going to get, I can't tell you. And nobody can tell you this, okay, because nobody knows. It's a gamble. So, keeper, maybe, okay? Depends which version comes up. So, the decision is risk v reward, okay? Now, the good thing, again, with both, back over here, all right, the good thing both with Day and Parish is if their buy round was in round 3, and on all these boys here, the Lions, Collingwood, Sydney Swans, Geelong, and these 4 in particular, because they all got the players that we're interested in at the right price too, if these 2 switched around, then it'll be very hard for you to go from Parish to get one of these Lions boys, because as soon as Parish has his buy, the boys you want to get have their buy, where it's worked out perfectly for you. So I'm almost willing to take both these 2 on, okay? Get back to my team, right? Where's my team? Okay, over here. I'm very confusion right now, just coming down. Okay, now, I'm almost willing to take on both of Parish and Will Day, all right? Let's just fill this up. Okay, now, get rid of it. Just put someone else here. He's just there for now, okay? And Will Day and Parish. Okay, now, I'm happy to get these 2. Start them, okay? See what they do, okay? If I don't like both of them, I've got plenty of options. I can go all these players. Ashcroft from the Lions, okay? From Collingwood, we have Houston. From Geelong, we got Tom Stewart. We got Guthrie. We got plenty of players at Geelong. At Sydney, we got Roberts. Okay, so you got plenty of option at the same price range. So it's a risk versus reward, but the risk isn't that high because of the buy round. It's so suitable for it. So going back to the final verdict, it's risk versus reward. Must have no. But notes worth the risk, okay? Because you can get rid of him in round 4 and work it to your advantage. Worth the risk, okay? It's going to cost you a trade, but, I mean, it's very hard to nail all the trades. It's almost impossible. Actually, the player that I mentioned there is Sarah. You can even get Chera in there. So if you don't like Parish, you're not performing, Chera's available as well. Anyway, so worth the risk. And just trade out if not happy. He also comes with a money back guarantee. You get your money back. Okay, if you're not happy, just get everything back. Maybe you might lose maybe 5 or 6k at the most. Okay, but it's close to money back guarantee. Anyway, that's all for today. Thank you for joining, and remember one thing: it's nice to be important, but it's important to be nice. Ciao for now.
That's all, folks.